Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Arc Basics, a show where we break down the ABCs of how to start an arc, how to accomplish things, how to achieve things, how to be the best you possibly can be. That's right, we're going with the full ABCs of arc. A for arc, B for basics, C for, well, whatever you want it to be. C can be anything. Hey, psst, over here. Yeah, so, look like some pretty cool guys over there. You guys want to fight some bosses? Yeah? Well, here, let me tell you what you need to do. Well, first, we're going to talk about the T-Rex today. All right, so yeah. I know that was a bit creepy right there. But yeah, I mean, so today in basics, oh, hold on, I have to start it off. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Arc Basics, and today we are going to be talking about one of the most needed dinosaurs in Ark Survival Evolved. Yes, that's right. If you want to move ahead in the game, if you want to beat the game, this dinosaur is absolutely 100% a necessity. Yes, it's one of those things that's just, you just cannot deny the snazzy of that. Don't even dare deny the snazzy of a T-Rex. Alright? Because today, we're going to be discussing the ins and outs, all the stuff you need to deal with, all the stuff that you need to tame them, all the stuff on how to breed them, and how to get them ready for bosses. That's right, today we are doing the basics of T-Rex, and the basics of T-Rex is, well, it's actually pretty advanced. So even though we're going to be talking about the basics, we're going to be talking about the advanced bits, and then yeah, so hopefully I can cover everything that we need, or everything that you need inside this video, and I'm going to try to keep this video below about 20 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because there's just so much stuff to cover with the T-Rex. So I'm going to stop rambling, and we're going to discuss a few things first. Now, they're going to be coming at you rapid fire here because there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the T-Rex. All right, so now the T-Rex, unlocking the saddle is actually really easy. It's just straight up engram points. It's at level 74. It's a little bit higher up on the thing, but then again, you kind of want that. By the time you're ready for Rexes, trust me, you'll know it, all right? You'll know that you're ready for Rexes. All right, now, knocking out Rexes and taming wild Rexes, there's a few different spots where you can look around on the map. Let me go get a flyer real quick. I'm going to go grab, yeah, let's go grab Wicked Flyer up here. Let's grab the Tech Quetzal. And then, I'm not Tech Quetzal, let's go grab the Tech Tapajara. And then let's head out over here. Because over on the island, there's a few different spots where they are very, very common. There's a few spots where they're not really common. And there's a few spots where you can really, really farm them for some nice T-Rexes. All right, so here, let me, let's see. Bam. Okay, that'll give me my cursor. Okay, so now, when you're looking for T-Rexes, you can find T-Rexes all along this river. All along here, all the way down. All right, now, over here, right here, there's actually a spot right here. It's called Black Sands. Now, this is the spot where there's actually black sands along the riverbank. And this right here is where I have found some of the best concentrations of T-Rexes. They'll spawn 2, 3, 4 at a time around there. You'll get a really high level one that just goes over and eats all the Branos, and it'll just kind of just decimate everything. Yeah, if you're having problems finding high level T-Rexes, go kill everything along this Black Sands area, leave the area for a bit, and then come back. And then also there's another spot just right up here. It's right on the edge of this. I called this mountain right here Giga Mountain because there's always a Giga there. There's always a Giga there. It's just the way it works. There's always a Giga there. Sometimes you'll get some here, sometimes you get one there, sometimes you get one there. There's always one here. All right, and then right along the edge of Giga Mountain, you'll find some Rexes. There'll be a lot of them. Okay, and then what I'll do, I'll go over here to Black Sands, I'll kill all this stuff, I'll come up here, and then I'll kill this stuff, then I'll come back down here, and then also there's another spot right here. This is what I lovingly call the mosh pit. If you're out looking for T-Rexes, the mosh pit, it respawns super, super fast. All right, if you get over here, you kill everything out here on this peninsula, and then you leave, you come over to probably right about this area. It puts you out of render range, and then you come back in, and then everything will be completely respawned. It's that quick. You can just go in there, kill everything, come back, kill everything, come back, kill everything, come back, kill everything, and then it just, and everything with the spawns over there is always fighting each other. That's why I call it the mosh pit. And It's one of the best ways of finding Rexes. Now, you can find Rexes all throughout the map. I mean, especially over on Carno Island, stuff like that. But these right here are my favorite spots for finding high-level T-Rexes. Matter of fact, for this current playthrough that I'm in, I found at one time 3 high-level Rexes just right here on the Black Sands all at the same time. It was really cool. It was wicked awesome. All right, so hey, now we're going to get out. We're going to go find one. Now, when you're coming out here to find one, T-Rexes, you can take if you're early on in the game, you can take you can take a bow, you can take crossbows. I'm gonna do it the easy way. I'm gonna do it the simple way. I'm gonna grab a long neck rifle, and then actually, you know what? I'm gonna take my Thylacoleo, because when it comes around to the T-Rex, you can either put it into a taming pin, and I can show you a real quick taming pin, or you could just be on the back of a Thylacoleo and then shoot it, and then you don't even need a taming pin. Alright, it's really that easy because high-level Thylacoleo, they are your taming pin. Okay, so now down here, and it's actually starting to get dark, I'm probably going to come down here, show you guys the taming pin, then wait till morning time, and then... how am I doing on food and water? Yeah, okay, I can wait. Alright, so yeah, this right here is the taming pin that I use for Rexes. It's really easy, it's really simple, and it's got a little dip right here because they can actually just walk right over that. Yeah, it's 4 high. You only need 3 high for T-Rexes, but I would recommend going with, at least, a few high. And then all they do is just pop over here. They walk up this ramp, jump. They just walk right over that, jump inside that, and then with the Thylacoleo, all you have to do is just jump right out. No problem. And then you can just shoot them regardless. Yeah, it works out really, really well. Oh, hey, you can really see my pink Diplo up there. Oh, I'm getting distracted talking about T-Rexes. Don't have time to do all that. All right, so hey, I'm gonna wait till morning time, then we're gonna go tame T-Rex. See you guys in a bit. All right, I almost forgot. I forgot the Pulmonoscorpius kibble. Yeah, that's right. If you're going out and you're gonna tame some T-Rexes and you're gonna do it for boss fights, you need Pulmonoscorpius kibble. Yes, there we go. All right, I'm only gonna take a few of this. I'm not gonna need all that. All right, but yeah, if you're going out and you're gonna do boss fights, you want to have the best possible stuff that you can do, because you want your Rexes to not lose any levels during the taming what's going on? Seriously? Seriously? All right. Okay, but yeah, you can tame them with prime meat, you can tame them with mutton, you can tame them with regular meat, but if you're going out and you're gonna get Rexes for your boss fight, you don't want to have to worry about any of that stuff. You want to have kibble. Only kibble. At the earlier levels, if you're just going out and you're getting one just for, having a T-Rex, yeah, it's okay to tame it with prime meat. It's okay to tame it with regular meat. It's okay to tame it with mutton. But if you're going out and you're doing it for the bosses, kibble or bust. That's the way it is. It's, yeah, you either have the Pulmonoscorpius kibble, or you just don't even worry about it. Alright, stay away from me. Alright, so hey, we're gonna get over to Black Sands, and I'm gonna see if I can find one. Found one. Okay, so when taming T-Rexes for boss fights, you want to pay very, very, very close attention to their stats. Alright? And then you'll notice that the wild ones actually have a roar ability. Now this roar, if you are lower level than the T-Rex, it will make you kind of get like poop locked. Hey buddy, how you doing? Are you a girl or a buddy? Well, you could be a buddy girl. There you go. You're 135. Oh wow, that's actually a decent Rex. Alright, so hey, let's take a look at this Rex. Now, when you're taming a Rex, you can either do it in a taming pen, or you can just do it out here in the wild. You can just face tank it with whatever, or you can come out like this. Oh, she's gonna be aggroed on those Brontos. Alright, well, let's just knock her out. I'm stuck! Alright, so, yeah, come on. There we go. Yeah, I'll get you in the little soft, fleshy bits. Alright, there's another one. Alright, and see how I mean about how the Thylacoleo can just face tank it? Yeah, you'll take some damage, but yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. If you got a really good Thylacoleo, you can just, yeah, not even, it's just no problem. Just don't worry about it. Yeah, it's good. Good stuff. Alright, and I'm using a Mastercraft long neck with shocking trank darts, which should make short work of this girl. I mean, normally they have a lot of torpor, so if you're using a bow with tribe mates or using a crossbow with tribe mates, that's really the only time I would recommend doing that. You can solo do it, it'll just take you forever. Yeah, but if you're gonna use like a long neck, use shocking trank darts, the best quality long neck you can, get some shocking trank darts, then everything should go pretty dang smooth. Now she's already running, right, and she's gonna be knocked out here soon. But you want to make sure you don't get her in the water. If she gets in the water, and granted, they can swim pretty dang far. Oh, no, 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 no. Right, but, and she's down. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna have to take a look, make sure she's not gonna drown. What are you running for? It's over there. Oh, it's a dillo. Okay. I'm not scared of no dillo. All right. Okay, yeah, she's doing fine. All right, so, yeah, let's take a look at her pre-tame stats. Okay, now what we're gonna... Whoa, she's actually got some pretty good hit points on her. All right, so, hey, she's crap melee damage, but when it comes around to T-Rexes, really, when you're going out and getting the ones for the bosses, you really only need to concentrate on one stat. It's either health or melee damage. For each tame, because what the plan is going to be is that you're going to take that T-Rex and you're going to put it into a breeding pool. Yes, so where all your Rexes, you're going to eventually try to make the Super Rex. That's what you kind of have to do. And I realize we're getting into the advanced stuff here, but if you intend on taking Rexes into the boss fight, and then if you're going to do bosses, you need to intend on taking Rexes into the boss fight, then... this is the way you have to do it. You have to breed a Super Rex because you want to get the biggest bang for your buck. You don't want to go in there with some subpar Rex. You don't want, you want to go in there with your Rex. It's got flames painted on the side, it's got a big blower coming out of the hood, and it's got big beefy tires ready to, you know, shred. You don't want to go in there with like the Yugo Rex. You really don't. You want to go in there with the big beefy Rex. All right? Yeah. All right, so that's the plan. So this girl right here, she's actually going to come up with some pretty good hit points. At least I hope she is. She's probably not going to go in my breeding pool. I've already super bred Rexes on this. I got a really good grip of Rexes on this. But say if you get a Rex that has high health, but not very good melee damage, and then you get another Rex that has high melee damage, but not very good health, breed them until the baby has the best of all the stats. Yes, and then from there, you take that baby and then you breed it again with another Rex, either from the same pool or a different pool, until you get two babies that have the exact same stats. And then you take those two babies and then you just breed them over and over and over and over and over and over again until you have a whole ton of Rexes ready for the boss fight. And then after that, you go out and you level those suckers up. You put in tons of time into how much you level them because a super bred Rex, it's not that great unless it's leveled up. Once it's leveled up, these guys are powerhouses. But you gotta level them up. That's one of the problems with these guys. And then I'll also discuss a few different ways I level them up. Leveling them up, really, it's just going out and having fun and chewing things. But yeah, I'll show a few different pathways through the island that I like to do. All right, but hey, we're gonna get this girl tamed up, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, and she's up, and let's take a look at her stats. She ended up turning out at 202. She's got 9240 health. That's actually not too bad. Seriously? That was not the smartest move, Mr. Piranha. All right, but okay, so she's got 9240 health, which is actually not too bad. It's not the best. I've seen wild Rexes, really high Rexes, get tamed out. Usually, sometimes between 9,000 and 11,500, and that's kind of what you want to shoot for. You want to get some pretty high ones. Oh, you just got some nice fish meat off that. Good girl. All right, so yeah, you want to make sure that you can get something pretty decent. Now, her melee damage actually turned out pretty good. 345 melee damage. I was not expecting that. This is actually a pretty good breeder. You could take this breeder and incorporate it into the pool. But you want to make sure that when you get Rexes that are used for this, that they specialize in one or two stats. If they're kind of, you know, all over the place, yeah, they're a decent Rex that you can ride around and you can have fun with, and they can be your buddy and they can grow up with you. But if you're trying to super breed Rexes, you want them to specialize in one stat. This one right here is kind of all over the place. It's this is actually a good just everyday Rex, and that's pretty much what I would use this one for, is an everyday Rex. Now, if you're going out and you're getting super bred ones, like I said, you want ones that specialize almost all their points in health, almost all their points in melee damage. You want ones that have really, really high. Now, this girl right here, I could actually incorporate her into a breeding pool because she actually has some really good stats. But we're going to get back to base, and we're going to discuss some other ones. We're going to talk about, imprinting, raising them up, and then we're going to talk about leveling them up, and then getting huge amounts of Rexes ready for the boss fights. Alright, so now we've got this girl back into base. If you come over here, you'll notice that I actually have a Rex breeding area over here. Now, this is actually what I use this for. Here, you don't need to follow me anymore. Are you male or female? You're the female. Okay, so I can't get these two to breed. But what I'll do is I'll take and I'll section this area off. I will get, I will put, her feet right back here. I'll put a section of walls that go like this. And then I'll put another Rex right here, and then I'll get them all on wandering. So where they can technically wander around, but they're stuck in there. And then I'll just let them breed and breed and breed, and I'll pick up the eggs, and then when I have a whole ton of eggs, I'll put them inside of my refrigerators. And then here, let me show you. Should have a bunch in either here. Actually, you know, you can have that stuff back. Actually, no, I don't have any Rex eggs in there. I have Rex eggs in here. Yeah, right here. I have already got a whole ton of Rex eggs already going. Now, these ones right here are actually my super bred Rexes. These ones are the ones that, these guys are ready to go for a boss fight. All I have to do is hatch them, raise them up, and then level them up. I have another group of Rexes on a different map right now. That I've also super bred, but yeah, I don't think I need to do it right now. But when it comes around to it, like I said, you want to make sure, say if you have a high health Rex and you have a high melee damage Rex, you want to breed those two until you get a baby that has both the high melee damage and the high health. All right, and when you get that one baby that has the high melee damage and the high health, then you want to take and you want to breed that baby with either the mother or the father, depending on what it is, until you get another baby that has all the same stats as the baby that you bred. And then once you have that, then you kick the mom and dad out of the breeding pair. They're just totally gone. You don't need them anymore. As long as you have two dinos, a male and a female, that have those stats. Then you take those two and you breed those suckers over and over until you actually have so many Rexes. And we're talking 19 Rexes. That's what you need. That's the magic number. 19 Rexes for the boss fights. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. It'll take you a while, especially on official settings. But trust me, it works out so well. All right, now, when you're going out and then you're fighting the Rexes, or when you're fighting the bosses, there are certain different ways of doing it. You can do it with, well, actually, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. One is you have 19 Rexes and a Tyrannosaurus. Now, the Tyrannosaurus, when they roar, they give a buff that increases melee damage, reduces the amount of damage they take, and it basically makes all your dinos better. It gives them a little buff, and it just kind of gives them a cup of coffee for the most part. And it just says, hey, eat this thing faster, better, more efficiently. It's really helpful. All right, and so that's why when I go out and I do the bosses, I always have 19 Rexes, 1 Tyrannosaurus. I ride the Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, so I can control when it roars, and how effective that roar is, where that roar is placed. If you ride one of the Rexes and you just insist on the Tyrannosaurus, doing its thing, it'll do it. It won't do it as often as you want it to. It won't do it in carefully placed areas. It won't do anything of the sort. That's why I always write it. Now, some people will go through and they'll do some boss fights, like the dragon specifically. They will do it with 18 Rexes, 1 Tyrannosaurus, 1 Daeodon. And on the Daeodon, they'll load up a ton of Iguanodon kibble. This way here, that is a tactic used for people that like a slower boss fight, a more controlled boss fight. It works. I don't like doing it. It's more personal preference. When it comes around to me in the boss fight, I just want to reduce that boss fight's hit points to 0 before it reduces mine. I want to do it as quickly as possible. Yeah. Daeodons, they allow you to kind of not have to rush as much as possible. They allow you to heal up a little bit with their passive healing. I've usually spent too much time sitting riding a Daeodon, and yeah, I just don't like doing it because I prefer riding the Uteranus. I do everything solo. On a Daeodon, if you take a Daeodon in, you have to ride the Daeodon so where you can force feed it. You can't control the Uteranus, and yeah, and then you also lose the DPS of 1 Rex, which is kind of substantial. All right, now on other bosses, say like the the Megapithecus, I prefer not to take Rexes. I use Allos on that one. And then also on the Overseer fight, I prefer Allos with that one as well. But we'll get into that a little bit differently in a different video. But for all the other bosses, for the Broodmother, for the Dragon and the Manticore on Ragnarok, for the Megapithecus / Broodmother on the Center, for the Manticore on Scorched Earth, and also for all the Titans, all except for the King Titan and the Desert Titan on Extinction, I prefer Rexes. Rexes are the way to go because they just have a huge health pool. They do a ton of damage, and they're going to give you that bang for your buck, that exact what you need. They'll be able to tank things while they're being able to dish out plenty of damage. Alright, so hey, I hope I covered everything for the Rexes. Actually, hold on, I didn't. When you're fighting the bosses, what you need to do, you need to get a high-level Rex saddle. And you don't need just a Rex saddle, a pre-made Rex saddle, like for loot. You need a blueprint. Now, how's the best place to go find the blueprint? This right here, no, that's my Allosaurus. This right here, you need a blueprint for the Rexes. Now, this right here, it will take you a while to find, but they are attainable. And I'll show you my tactic for how I do it. I'm just going to punch up the map, and I'll show you with the cursor. That way there, you know exactly how I do things, where I go to do it. Let's see, punch up map. Bam. All right, so this island right up here, this is called Carno Island because all that ever spawns there is carnivores. All right, now there's a cave on the island, okay? Now, what I will do, how I will go about getting my Rex saddles is I will farm the crap out of this because at all times, there is always a loot drop that is coming down on Carno Island. As soon as you loot another drop, another one will immediately come down. Now, they can be blue, they can be purple, they can be yellow, and they can be red. All right, the red ones are usually the ones that give you the best stuff. All right, also, inside the cave, there's usually 1 or 2 loot drops inside of there, the cave loot drops. What I will do is I will take a Thylacoleo over there, and I will run all around this map for hours and hours and hours and hours, and I will kill everything on this island. You get lots of alphas over there. You get tons of XP just by farming this. Plus, also, you get all the loot drops that are constantly coming down, and then I will periodically, probably about once every 30, 45 minutes, I will go inside the cave, and I will clear the cave for the loot drops in there whenever they respawn. And then I do this until I get a Rex saddle. Sometimes it can take you 20 minutes, sometimes it can take you a day. But if you work it long enough, you will get the Rex saddle. All right, so if you use that that farming tactic that I just did, you will eventually get the Rex saddle. Just remember that it takes time. That's all it is. It's just time. Yeah, and if you're going to be doing the bosses, you can't expect to just jump right into the boxes and have them roll over and play dead for you and give you the free loot. That's not going to happen. All right, so hey, I hope I covered everything. I hope I handled everything. If I missed anything, leave it down in the comments down below. I really appreciate that. If you liked the video, if it helped you out, make sure you click that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger Phoo, and take it easy, everybody.